on Hawaiian punch. Oh, you like all this gush? Oh no, you can't get enough. Sipping on Hawaiian punch.
Hey, my name is Adelaine Morin, and you're listening to Girl Talk. I like to say that I'm the big sister of the internet. You can watch me fuck up all you want, but hey, maybe we can learn something from it. I hope you enjoy. Hey, bitch! Oh my god, we have so much to catch up on! Okay, wow. Who would have thought Adelaine Morin would be finally starting her podcast? Why did it take me this long? Why did I procrastinate this much? I'm so sorry, but we're here now. It's better late than never, I guess. But holy shit, bitch, I have so much to catch you up on. I have so much that I just want to talk about. Like, I just have so much to say. Like, I just love you guys so much. And we just, like, we talking to each other. Like, I just love you guys. And I love talking to you. And I love having these girl talks. This is why I wanted to name the podcast Girl Talks, because I wish that I had an older sister to just talk about anything with. And that's all that I want this podcast to be. I don't want no guests. I don't want none of that. None of that interviewing shit. Like, no tea, no shade. No, I still listen to podcasts that are like that, but I don't want that to be me. I want this podcast to be like just like a safe space where you can just talk about whatever the fuck you want. We can talk about makeup. We could talk about self-help. We could talk about sex. Like, dude, let's talk about whatever. Let's pretend that we're just like on FaceTime and talking about whatever, because I feel like that's what it makes me feel good. And I feel like sometimes I go on TikTok and I'll go on YouTube and I feel like I don't like connect with people anymore just because my attention span is so fucking bad now. But you know what's crazy? It's like I'll watch like a 3-second like TikTok, but like for some reason I can listen to a podcast for like an hour and a half. I don't know what it is. And I have to be honest, my favorite podcast right now is Miss Emma Chamberlain. She kind of inspired me with my podcast, and I just love how chill she is. You know, I used to think that podcasts always had to be a duo. I used to love Call Her Daddy. I've listened to like all the podcasts with Alex and Sophia together, and I love that so much. And then once they broke up, I feel like I kind of like stopped listening as much. But there's something so special and so sacred about like a woman's just safe space. A safe space to talk about whatever. No men allowed. Girl, my audience is 95% woman. Ain't no man listening to this podcast. No men allowed. Well, maybe the girls and the gays. The gays are allowed to listen. But I just wanted to have like a safe space where we could just talk and like feel like we're on FaceTime, because I will talk about whatever. And you know, before my mom used to be like, before I used to make these girl talk videos on YouTube, did you guys ever used to watch my girl talk videos on YouTube? My mom would be like, Adelaine, like, I would be like, Mom, I'm so excited, I'm working with Victoria's Secret Pink. And she'd be like, Adelaine, like, you're not, like, I don't want you posting in your underwear, like, blah, blah, blah. And then, I'd be like, no, Mom, I'm like, I'm not posting my underwear, like, I'm just posting their leggings. And like, fast forward 5 years, I'm like posting my lounge underwear brand deal. I'm posting like my favorite vibrators, my girl talk vlogs. We've come a long way. And like, I feel like my family knows now, if it's a girl talk vlog, don't even watch it. And like, honestly, my Instagram is fair game. It's fair game, because you know what? I get paid to post those underwear pictures, so you can't say anything about that. I'm sorry, Dad. My dad, he'll be like, Adeline, I don't even go on your Instagram anymore. It's way too goddamn many underwear pictures. I'm like, fair enough, Dad. But, you know, I have free underwear, which I love, and it pays the bills, which we also love. So he lets me do my thing, and I'm so excited to start this Girl Talk podcast. I've been wanting to do it for so long, and I really hope that we can make this little community of people, and we could just have a safe space and just talk about our shit and talk about whatever. And I don't want to get too raunchy on the first episode. You guys know I love talking about whatever. I have no filter. But I think on the first episode, I just want to be chill. So I have a thing on my notes. I just wanted to talk about 24 things that I've learned at the age of 24, which is wholesome and nice. And I don't know, just be like a cute little introduction episode. Where is it? 24. Oh, it's 24 ways I've learned to be confident at 24. And I used to make videos like this on YouTube. It's kind of like girl talk vibes. And you know what's crazy? I actually went into my YouTube analytics, and the video that had the most subscriber, what do you call it? Like the most, that gained me the most subscribers, it was never my viral videos. It was never the videos with 5 million views. No. It was my how to be confident videos. And you know what's, I think there's something really special about being able to connect with someone and being able to be vulnerable with people and reaching out for advice or looking out on YouTube for advice and getting actual like genuine advice for someone. If you don't have like a bigger sister or like an older aunt or a mom to talk to, like these things are kind of awkward to talk about. And sometimes we don't have that person. Like I didn't have an older sister growing up. I did have my older cousin, and I would steal her clothes, and I'd like have her, it would be like literally it would be Christmas when my cousin would give me all of her clothes that she didn't want anymore, and it was the best. She would give me Ed Hardy stuff, like she'd give me these slutty shirts. Like it was my favorite time of the year when my cousin would give me all of her clothes that she didn't want anymore. So I just want to be that for you guys. So I just want to get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about 24 ways that I've learned to be confident at 24. But I hope you're having an amazing day. I don't know if you're listening to this in the car. I don't know if you're listening to this, but let's just sit back, relax. Let's grab a fucking coffee, grab a fucking snack, and let's talk about it. Number one, 24 ways I've learned how to be confident at 24. Number one, I put fake it till you make it, like Rihanna says. What would Rihanna do? And embody that. So what I mean by that is whenever I'm feeling or I catch myself being insecure, you know, I feel like I go to these events and like, I don't know, even like meeting you guys like in public, like sometimes I get nervous and you're like, why are you being nervous? I don't know, like I feel like I'm an extroverted person, but I force myself to be that. Naturally, I'm a very introverted person. So going up to people and like saying hi is like not something that comes very naturally to me. I have to like force myself to do it. So I even remember like when I was little, one of my best friends in elementary school, I think I've literally talked about this in a video because it was so traumatizing. Well, it wasn't traumatizing, but it just like made me feel bad. But one of my best friends was at Disneyland, and her name was Summer, and I saw her at Disneyland, and I was like, Mom, that's like my friend from school, like, oh my God. And my mom was like, you should go say hi. And I was like, no, don't make me go say hi, I'm scared. Like, she'll come say hi to me. And then we never said hi to each other. And I remember I wrote in my diary, and I was like, I wish that I said hi, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. I just remember I was such an introverted kid when I was little. I even remember I would go to dance class and I wouldn't talk to anyone. I had no friends at dance class. Like I would go to dance class, everyone had their friends, they would talk to other people, and then there'd be like the introverted like 1, 2, or 3 girls that like kind of just minded their business and didn't like would stay in the back and like was kind of shitty at dancing, but like would stay in the back and like not really like say anything. That was me. I had no friends. I didn't have it in me to like go up to people and like say hi. So one thing that I've learned, especially over the past like 10 years, is to pretend that you're somebody else. Because I used to be like, well, if they really want to say hi, like they'll come up and say hi to me. Like, no, bitch, it's not the case. That's not the fucking case. Like, I also feel like sometimes when I don't go up to people, they might assume that I'm rude. I don't know. Like, you know, like when, like we always think that it's someone's fault, but it's never our own. Like, you know, when you see someone, you might recognize them. They're like, oh, they didn't even say hi to me. Like, bitch, you didn't say hi either. The fuck? What do you mean? So one thing that I kind of like force myself to do is to just like force myself to be more extroverted. The way that I do that is I kind of like embody someone else and I pretend that I'm someone else. So say that you're in a room with a bunch of people and you don't know anyone, you're by yourself. And you want to say hi to people and just network and be nice and maybe even make some friends. The way that I would do it is I would walk into the room. Obviously, you're feeling insecure and you're feeling vulnerable because you're by yourself, but pretend I'm like, okay, what would Rihanna do? Because Rihanna's my person. I don't know who it is for you. Is it Ariana Grande? Is it Kylie Jenner? For me, it's Rihanna. Rihanna's my favorite person in the world. I think she's the most confident, sexy person in the world. So I pretend that I'm her. And I go, what would Rihanna do in this situation? Okay, I'm by myself, but that's okay because I'm Rihanna. So I put my shoulders back. Rihanna would have her shoulders back, her head held high. She'd have a big smile on her face. She would look approachable. She would say hi to people that she doesn't even know. She would, how do you say hi to someone? Oh, she would just like compliment your outfit, compliment your hair. Like, oh, I think that we have this in common, and start talking to people. And I feel like forcing myself to do that and pretending to be someone else has helped me so much. And it also helps with work too, because I feel like at the end of the day, in our day and age, it doesn't matter what school you went to, it doesn't matter what you know, it doesn't matter how good you are at your job. All that matters is that people like you and you're easy to work with, and people recommend you and people talk greatly about you. That's all that matters in the industry, at least in the industry that I'm in. And I talked to my brother about this, and I tell him all this advice, like, I guess like in a less girly way, because I'm like, what would Rihanna do? I tell my brother, I'm like, ask everyone what their Instagram is and follow them and make connections and get their emails, get their business cards, because this is the most important, more important than any school lecture that you've ever been to. Networking is way more important, because you're not going to get a job with all of the information in your head. You're going to get jobs from people recommending you to other people. But sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. But it's just like faking it till you make it. I feel like faking being someone else has really helped me be confident and become my own version of a confident person. And I never thought that I would be the type of person to like go up to other people and to say hi and like to start the conversation, because I never was that. Especially growing up, I was literally a loner. I didn't know how to make friends, and forcing myself, embodying someone else really helped. Okay, let's move on. Number 2. Number 1 is like 10 minutes long. Number 2, I put list your strengths and weaknesses. If you can't think of any, how is anyone else supposed to? So this is like a fun exercise if you're just kind of like feeling down on yourself, because we all do. Nobody knows like what they want to do for the rest of their lives. Even Ariana Grande talked about it. She was like, I don't even know what I'm doing the rest of my life. I'm like, damn, you too? I'm like, you have your life the most together out of everyone. You don't know what you're doing for the rest of your life, and you're like still kind of confused what you want to do for the next 5-10 years. Everybody feels that. So one thing, when I'm feeling a little bit insecure and I don't know what to do and I'm feeling kind of down about myself, I'll get my journal, literally get my journal, and I started bullet journaling again. And honestly, it makes me feel really happy. Look at but I'll get my journal and I'll just write down a list of my strengths. Like, what are you good at? I feel like I'm good at makeup. I love my boobs. I am I'm really friendly. I'm good at talking to new people. I'm good at talking to the camera. I'm good at editing videos. I'm good at social media. I'm good at painting, and I'm good at making sure that I always have my nails done. Like, those are things that I'm good at. Then I also have weaknesses. Like, I know that I'm not good at emails. I'm not good at emails. I'm not good at engineering. My sister is so smart. I'm not good at skateboarding. I am practicing though. I'm trying to be better at it. I'm not good at speaking French. I'm taking lessons on that. And I'm not good at science. I passed science with like a very low grade. I don't even remember. But I hated science when I was growing up, and I barely passed. But you know what? I passed, and that's all that matters. And then I'll just write all down my strengths and my weaknesses, like things that you want to improve on yourself. And I feel like other things that make me just feel good about myself is I'll also make a list of things that just make me happy, and like things that I'm grateful for. Like things that make me happy are my dog, my friends, my family. I love watching luxury unboxings on YouTube. That makes me happy. I love watching bullet journal videos. That makes me happy. I love coffee. Coffee in the morning makes me happy. I have like a whole list. Wait. I love traveling, home decor, organization, all those organization videos on TikTok. Oh my God, I could watch those for hours. They make me so happy. I love purses. I love shoes. I love the way that Kylie Jenner organizes her purses. Oh my God. Gives me a little like purse orgasm. I love sparkly things. I love Anna Paul's vlogs. Like, I love a lot of things, and all these things make me really happy. And I think just focusing on the things that you're grateful for and the things that you already have, I feel like the universe is so obsessed with a grateful heart. And the more that I focus on all the things that I already have that I'm so grateful for, the more that the universe is able to give to me to be grateful for. Okay, number 3. Put sticky notes on your mirror of things that you like about yourself. I did this in middle school and I swear it worked. It's kind of like a mini vision board, but you just see it every day because it's in the mirror. And you could put anything on it. Like I remember I put, I love my tan skin tone. I love my long hair. Well, my hair's not long anymore, but back in the day it was. I love my eyebrows. I love how kind and caring I am. I love how passionate I am about my YouTube channel. And like any goals or anything that you want to manifest. I love pictures. I'll put like cutouts and magazines of pictures on my mirror, and being able to see it every single day it's literally like a vision board. And I swear that shit works. If you guys have ever seen, I posted a TikTok and it was like vision boards actually work, and I showed all of my vision boards from like, what was it, like 3 or 4 years ago, and almost all of it came true. It's such a trip because like I would just see it every day, but I would kind of like, not even think about it. But once you have like a goal set and it's in pictures and you see it, like when you ask the universe for things, the universe, you may not know how to get it, but the universe will bring it to you. And the more that you talk about it, the more that you surround yourself with it, the more that it is more likely to happen. And I think also putting these nice little affirmations on your mirror, you may not believe it at the time. Like I remember I used to think that I was the most hideous creature in the face of the fucking planet. I thought I was the ugliest human, little rodent-looking rat. But once I started complimenting myself, and you don't even have to believe it, you could just be looking in the mirror and you could be like, you know what? I am beautiful. Yeah, I'm beautiful. No one could take that away from me. And I love this about myself. I love my lips. And I remember when I was younger, I didn't like my lips. I was like, I wish my lips were smaller. Like all of the people that I love, they have smaller lips. Like I remember I love Juicy Star 07. I love Mac Barbie 07. I loved like a bunch of Vanessa Hudgens, and they all had smaller lips than me. I'd be like, I go to my cousin and be like, I wish I had smaller lips. And I used to hate my lips. Isn't that crazy? I used to want smaller lips. And my cousin would be like, why do you want smaller lips? And I was like, because all these people that I love, they have smaller lips and I want to look like them and they're so pretty. But now I would like trick myself. I'd be like, I love my lips. And I'd look at myself in the mirror and I would tell myself, the more that you tell yourself something, the more that you start to believe it. And it works. Like it fucking works. I'll look in the mirror and I'll tell myself that I love my lips, and then eventually I started liking it. And then obviously like Kylie Jenner fucking lip kit, and now everyone's I overline my lips and like I want them bigger. And yeah, I don't know. This stuff, I feel like lying to yourself, good positive affirmations until you believe it, it actually works. The more that you tell yourself something, the more that you start to believe it. Number 4, I put, I kind of already touched on this, but I put tell yourself you're beautiful even if you don't believe it, fake it till you make it, and accept compliments. This is really important. Accepting compliments is such feminine energy. I used to never be able to take a compliment and be like, like, stop it. Like someone would be like, oh, you're so beautiful. I'd be like, stop. Like, I'm really not. Like, look at my acne. Like, I'm really not that beautiful. I would never take a compliment. That is such non-feminine, like masculine energies to just like not be able to take a compliment. Feminine energies to be able to receive and to be able to be like, someone say, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, thank you so much. That made my day. That made me so happy. You're so beautiful too. That is the definition of feminine energy, and being able to accept that and being able to take a compliment. Because if you just deflect or reject the compliment, it's just awkward for everyone. Like when I compliment someone and I'm like, you're so beautiful, they're like, no, I'm not, I have this acne. It's like, oh bitch, like, oh my God, like I think you're beautiful. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we all have our insecurities, but being able to accept it, your body doesn't know the difference between like you deflecting something and you just being able to take it in. If someone says that you're beautiful, take it in because it feels good, and they went out of their way to say it, be able to say thank you and be able to say that made my day, and it really made me happy. Like, it just makes everyone feel good, and you'll feel good. And being able to accept a compliment doesn't mean that you're vain. Like, there's a huge line between being vain and just being confident. I feel like being vain is thinking that you're better than everyone. I am superior to everyone, whereas being confident is just knowing that we're all the same. We all have our struggles, and we all have our strengths, and we all have our weaknesses. And I feel like being confident is just knowing your worth without thinking that you're better than everyone. Okay, but number five, I put unfollow or mute people who make you feel like shit about yourself, and follow people that make you feel good. Follow people who look like you or inspire you. And this is so important. Stop comparing. Comparison is the biggest thief of joy. Growing up, I think in middle school, when I was the most insecure, I think it was like middle school or high school, I used to only follow Victoria's Secret angels that were like blonde and blue-eyed and skinny. Like, I remember I think that a teacher, there was like this group exercise, and they were like, what is beautiful to you? And I remember when I was little, I was so little, I said, beautiful is blonde and blue eyes. And that's so sad thinking back then. Because you know what? In the media back in the day, like there was all of these like blonde girls, and they were always the it girls. They were the popular girls, and like the blonde and the blue eyes. Like, I was literally obsessed with blonde and blue eyes. I was like, I'm not beautiful unless I have blonde and blue eyes. Did you guys notice that I would always wear contacts? I would always like bleach my hair super blonde. And I would never just accept the features that I was given that are just so beautiful. Like, I feel like so many people think that tan skin or olive skin is so beautiful. So many people think that black hair is so beautiful, that dark black eyes. I used to literally have a hatred for my mom for like giving me these black eyes, because my grandpa had he had half a blue eye and half a green eye, and I was like, Mom, how did you give me the shittiest genetics of all time? Like, fuck, like, why did I get black eyes? But you know what? I think I started just recently seeing how beautiful my natural features are, and I started embracing it. And the way that I did that is I unfollowed all of those skinny Victoria's Secret, like blonde, blue-eyed models, because they made me feel like shit about myself. Every time I would see them, I'm like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. Like, I'll literally never be like them in this lifetime. I'm never going to be like them. I'm never going to be blue-eyed. I'm never going to have blonde hair unless I like bleach the shit out of my hair and wear contacts every day, which when I did that, I looked weird as fuck. I looked like a fucking reptile. Like, it did not look natural. It did not look cute when I did that. It might look good on other girls, but on me, it did not look good. But I just remember, like, not feeling beautiful unless I had blonde hair, contacts, and looked super fucking white. And then once I unfollowed all those Victoria's Secret skinny blonde girls, I started following more girls that look like me. So I started following girls with black hair and girls with the same body type as me. And you know why that helps is because I'll look at their photos and I'll be like, damn, like, oh, she posed like this, and like her body looks so good. We have the same body and she posed like this and it looks so good. Oh, she wore this outfit, like, oh, it looks really good. It really complements her skin tone. Like, oh, she wore this hair color or this hairstyle looks so good on her black hair. I had no idea that it would look good like that. When I started following people that look like me, it gave me more inspo, and it just made me feel a lot better about myself. And I started liking my natural features so much more, and I started feeling more beautiful. And I totally recommend doing that. And maybe you don't have to unfollow them, maybe just mute them. But there's so much peace in the mute button and the unfollow button. And I stand by that. And I stand by that to this day. I will unfollow or mute any bitch that makes me feel like shit when I see their content. And then I put number 6, stop body shaming or talking negatively about others, even if it's just in your head. What others say about you is a reflection of themselves. Isn't that a mindfuck? Isn't that weird to think about? So what I mean by that is, do you ever notice when someone says something bad? Like, here's an example, I guess. Like, one of your friends is saying how Selena Gomez looks so fat in this photo. Like, Selena Gomez looks like a whale. Like, she does not look good in this photo. But your friend has always struggled with liking their own body, and they always feel like they're fat. So they're kind of like projecting on people that they don't know. It made me feel so much better about myself once I realized this. Like, people who are constantly trying to tear other people down are insecure within themselves. I've never met a confident person that's constantly talking shit about other people. Only insecure people constantly talk shit about other people because they're insecure of it within themselves. I've never had like a fit friend that had like the perfect body, and they see someone just starting out at the gym and they're kind of just a beginner. I've never heard them say, oh, like, why they, like, they're going to come here for, like, one time, and then they're never going to come back. Like, I hate people that come to the gym to just, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, they look so awful, like, blah, blah, blah. No, I've never heard of that, because we all start from somewhere, and true confident people that are confident within themselves will never bring down another person. It's only ever not confident people that bring down others. And once I learned that, it just made me feel a lot better about myself, especially with the criticism online. Like, it really has to do with everything. Like, people who say, oh, like, she's just, like, she's fat, like, she's too skinny, she wears too much makeup, she's ugly. Like, all of these comments are coming from people who have that insecurity within themselves. Someone who says, oh my God, ew, your acne is so bad, like, blah, blah, talking shit about your acne, just know they struggle with their own acne insecurities within themselves. I've never heard of a confident person tearing someone else down. Number 7, I put, stop making self-deprecating jokes. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and a joke. And the reason why I put that is because I used to do this all the time. I used to be like, I'm so stupid, like, I'm a dumbass, like, I'm so ugly. Like, I used to say shit like that all the time until I started realizing, like, it's actually affecting my actual mental health. And I actually kind of feel like shit when I say that about myself. Like, yeah, it's kind of funny and it's kind of relatable to be, self-deprecating, but I think at the end of the day, at least for me, it's not worth it for me to make these self-deprecating jokes at the expense of me feeling bad about myself. Because I feel like the more that I talk shit about myself, the more that I put it out to the universe, and the more shitty I feel about myself. I feel like we should all, like, it's not vain to be talking goodly about yourself. And it's not vain to hype yourself up. It's not vain to, you're not full of yourself for liking yourself. And I feel like I used to think that. I used to be like, if I like myself, I'm kind of full of myself. It's not like that. Society really does make us hate ourselves. Like, there's nothing more powerful than a woman that's confident and knows her worth and isn't afraid to stand up for herself and knows that she's really fucking cool, really fucking beautiful. So stop making those self-deprecating jokes, girl. Number 8, I put, treat your body with love and respect. The more I started putting time towards my body and working out, eating healthy, the better that I felt in it. Okay, this is so true. This is so true because once I started working out, and trust me, it's so hard to get into it. Like, I remember for years and years and years, I would have like a gym membership. I would never go. Like, I would buy all this healthy groceries. I would never cook it. Like, it's hard to be healthy. But once I finally started getting into the habit of it, and what really helped is like having friends to keep you accountable. I would have my friends, like, I think we would do it at the same time every single day. We would do an Alexis Ren workout every single day at, I think, like 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. I don't know. Same time every single day. We would FaceTime each other. We would keep each other accountable. And if someone's not joined in the group chat, I'd be like, bitch, this is your second time not doing it. You better come to the next one. Keep each other accountable. And I feel like that really helped me with getting into working out. Also just like maybe taking a cooking class with one of your friends, or like subscribing to like a HelloFresh type beat. Like, I feel like keeping each other accountable, at least for me, that really helped. But once I did start putting time into my body, I started working out, I started eating healthy, you start noticing it's not even a big difference. It's like the tiny little difference. And I started feeling so much better about my body. Like it was like, honestly, if I don't even think anybody could even really notice differences except for me, but I would look at the mirror and I'd be like, oh my God, I can kind of see my abs right now. Like, I feel so good about myself. Like, I really, like, I worked out yesterday. I ate healthy. And I honestly really noticed the difference. And then that's when I started really liking my body. When I noticed, like, I'm treating it well. I'm not treating it like shit. Because whenever I treat it like shit, oh, girl, like, I could treat my body like shit. Like, I could be doing nothing all day. I could be eating Doritos all day. I could be eating brownies, like, all the snacks. Like, not working out, laying in bed all day, watching Love Island. We all do it. But when I do treat my body good, it's kind of like a snowball effect. Like once I start eating good, I'm like, I might as well work out. And then I'm like, I kind of look good. I'm like, that actually made a difference. I actually do kind of like my body right now. Like, wow. I don't know. I feel like once I started putting time into it, it comes hand in hand. When you start putting time into it, you start liking your body more. And then for number 9, I just put drink water. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this. Don't kill me. I know I'm really bad at it. I try to drink a lot of water. Did you see I have my Voss waters in my fridge downstairs? I really do try to drink a lot of water. But water is the best skincare ingredient. It's better than any face cream. It's better than any like hair growth serum. It's better than anything. All of the beauty treatments go out the door. If I swear to God, if I just drank a little bit more water, like it would be better than any moisturizer I've ever used. Like I definitely don't drink enough water throughout the day. You ever see those big water bottles that are like this fucking big from Amazon that everybody has? Like you're like, dude, how do you drink that all throughout the day? Like that's so much water. But water really does make a difference. It makes a difference with my energy. It makes a difference with my skin. Oh, I should really just do it for my skin because honestly, when I drink a lot of water, my skin is really glowing. And I always forget that. I swear to God, I'll be drinking my coffee and like, I look like the dried up SpongeBob in the SpongeBob movie, like, water. Like, fuck. Why do I dehydrate myself like that? But water is your best friend. It's the cheapest skincare ingredient that works the fucking best. Like, water is the best to making yourself look good and feel good. You're gonna think that I'm so stupid. Okay, I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. Number 10, I put grocery shop and eat good foods. Save money on fast food. That's where I used to spend all of my money in high school, especially boba. Oh, that's my weakness. My weakness is boba. Oh, and my weakness is also Tim Hortons. I know we all have a weakness. Come on, I know you do. I know it's McDonald's, it's In-N-Out Burger, it's boba. We all have a weakness, and I know that we all do. And it's, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, whatever, it's like $5-10. But back in high school, that was all my money. I would literally spend all of my money on fucking boba, and it would make me fat. Like, and it would make me feel like sluggish and like not good about myself and like not good about my body. It's the same as working out. I feel like when I started working out, I'm like, oh, I actually noticed like a definition in this. Like I actually noticed like a difference. And then I started liking my body more. Same with food. Like when I noticed that sometimes with certain foods, it makes me feel really sluggish and kind of like slow. And like it's like a known thing. Like healthy food just like makes you feel energy, or makes you feel energized and makes you feel good. So I don't know. I hate this advice and I hate this tip, but I just have to put this in because I love snacking and I love eating like shit. But I just have to put it in because it does work. Like, whatever. Eating good food makes you feel good. And then, okay, number 11, I put work out, even if that means 10 minutes in your normal clothes or FaceTiming a friend, watching an Alexis Ren video. I talked about this a little bit. This is how I got into working out. If you're struggling with being persistent and being consistent and working out, having a friend and keeping each other accountable, that's the only thing that got me to work out, because I had so many gym memberships. I wasted so much money. We've all been there. That's what works best for me, is having a friend and keeping each other accountable. And working out doesn't even have to be that big of a deal. I used to think like, oh, I have to go to the gym, I have to lift weights, like, ugh. But what makes the biggest difference can be just like walking for 5 to 10 minutes a day. Like my dad did that actually. And he would walk with Blue every once in a while. And I was like, damn, Dad, you look kind of skinny right now. And he's like, oh, I've just been walking. It really does make a difference. Like if you do something for like 5 to 10 minutes a day and it becomes a habit, it does actually make a really big difference. Even you don't even have to change your clothes. Don't make it a big deal. Don't make working out a big deal, because I won't do it if I make working out a big deal. Like if I'm like fucking driving, putting the workout clothes on and like blah, blah, blah. If I make working out easy and I set out my clothes the night before, I set my alarm, like I have my friend going with me, she's keeping me accountable, or like a trainer, or I'm going to go walk my dog, I'm going to set my alarm. Setting myself up for success is the only way that I can like work out. Because I think I'm a very naturally lazy person. I love laying in bed all day. It's like my favorite activity is just doing nothing. I put number 12 is to just get a massage. I love this tip. Get a massage, treat yourself, reward yourself for accomplishments like not eating out for an entire week. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I had a lot of coffee. I just finished my coffee. Working out 2 times a week, drinking a gallon of water. Congratulate yourself, because that's like a big accomplishment. And like treat yourself to a massage. I feel like the more that I treat myself, the more that I take care of my body, the more that I like it. So you should look into your benefits. I don't know if you guys have any jobs that have benefits, but there's so many of my friends, they have benefits and they don't even use them. My mom has it, and she'll like get free massages. As long as you go to the right person, you can get free massages, free sunglasses, whatever. Look into it. But there's a lot of places that like do free massages if you have benefits. If not, there's a lot of good cheap massages that you can get out there. You don't have to go to the Ritz-Carlton, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of good ones. And at the end of the day, you really just close your eyes and it's like the same experience. So number 13, you knew it was coming. I put have sex or masturbate, explore your sexuality, and don't judge yourself. We all do it. It's natural, even healthy. I used to feel so shameful when I would masturbate. Like I literally, I feel like shit the next day when I masturbate. Like, oh my God, God is watching me. Like, oh my God, I just masturbated. This is a sin. This is so bad. But like masturbating is so good. If anything, it's healthy for you. It's healthy to like get that out of your system. Learn, I mean, in moderation, okay? It's not healthy to be doing it like 20 million times a day. It's okay to be doing it like 1 or 2 or a couple times a week, okay? As long as it's not interfering with like your day-to-day life. But it's normal and it's healthy to be masturbating, and it's really good to know what your body likes, and it's really good for you or a partner to just like for you to explore and for you to know, oh, I like this, oh, this turns me on, oh, this turns me off, oh, I kind of like this, I kind of want to try this. There's something so sexy about a woman that knows her body and knows what feels good and is able to tell her partner that. And get a toy, like figure it out, let's do it together, like Okay, number 14, I put do your makeup and hair and do a photo shoot with your friends. There's nothing that gives me more confidence than a good old photo shoot with my friends. And like, as shallow as that sounds, it really does make me feel good. Like, I don't know, like there's something so like fun and like girly about just like, okay, guys, I need a new picture for Instagram. Can we please, like, can we get our hair and makeup done? Like, let's all get ready together and then let's go to the fucking park and take some fucking photos or something. Let's do a picnic. Let's do a picnic and take some photos, or let's go to the bowling alley. Euphoria vibes. Let's do some photos there. Like, I don't know, just do something, get dressed up, look cute. Maybe you don't even have to take photos. Maybe just like, you know, go up to your partner and be like, you know what? I want to get dressed up. I want to look fancy. I want to feel good about myself. Can we schedule a reservation on Friday and let's just get dressed up and like celebrate your promotion, or let's just celebrate us being together. Let's just celebrate whatever it is. I feel like dressing up and being like your best self, like looking good, it always boosts my confidence. And like take a picture, it'll fucking last longer. Like, remember how good you look. I put number 15, give compliments to other people. It like makes my day when a girl compliments me. Do you ever see the thing? It's like when guys compliment you, it's like, ew, oh, hell no. Like that's how you know it's like men compliments honestly really mean nothing to me. I really could not care less about what a man thinks about my hair or my makeup or my body or anything. But when a girl compliments you, girl, there's nothing that makes my day better. Like when a girl compliments me, that's how you know your makeup is beat and you know that your hair is good. You know that your outfit is slaying. My favorite is like the drunk girls in the bathroom. We be handing out compliments like left, right, and center. Like that's the best energy in the whole world. Compliment other people. And like it could be even just like the Starbucks worker or the Starbucks barista that you see the drive-thru, like saying, oh my God, I really love your eyes. Like your eyes are so beautiful. Like it could really, like something that's so small to you and takes 1 second for you can really make someone's day. And I really do believe in karma, and what goes around comes around. If you're constantly spreading out good energy and complimenting other people, I really think that the good energy will come back to you. And I feel like it also makes me more confident. Like when I compliment other girls, I feel good when I compliment them, and they feel good when I say it. And like, it just, I don't know, it's just like, girls, supporting girls. I don't know. It makes me feel good to be able to compliment other people. And then number 16, I put, be willing to learn from other people. I can be stubborn at times. I do know this about myself. I can be stubborn, but one thing that I can give to myself is that I'm able to learn from other people. I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I'm not the smartest person in the world. I know that I'm not the dumbest person in the world. I can learn from every single person on this face of the earth. And I know that, you know, some people are dumb. And like I would never take advice from someone that I don't want to be like. Like, you know, the that one girlfriend that's like she's kind of in like a rocky relationship, but she always has something to say about yours. Like, I would take her advice with a tiny grain of salt, bitch. But being willing to learn from other people, I think, is such a good quality and such a good trait to have. Being able to be open-minded and learn from other people, I think just makes you a better person at the end of the day. Number 17, I put, take responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, actions, results. I talked to my life coach, but you can also watch self-help videos. There's a lot of people that I like on TikTok. Oh, what's this guy's name? Therapy Jeff. It's just Therapy Jeff on TikTok. I love his videos. They make me feel so good. And like, whenever I'm feeling down on myself, I'll just watch his videos. But take responsibility for yourself. Like, if you feel like you can't connect with other people, like maybe you're feeling down a lot, or you need someone to talk to your friend, or talk to your aunt, talk to someone that you can trust. I personally believe that mental health is worth more than any like physical item that I could ever buy. Like, I know that I always make the joke like, do I want to go shopping or do I want to have a therapist? Like, we always make that joke, but I really do believe, I know that life coaches and therapists are really expensive, but if you do have the money, and I think benefits cover it too. If your mom is working, or if you have a job that has benefits, I'm pretty sure that your benefits should cover some therapy. I used to always think that I was a burden when I would talk to people about my problems, but that's not the case. I used to be the person that always listens to people. I used to be the person where they would call me and I would listen to them, and like I would listen to all of their problems. I didn't want to bother them, so I wouldn't talk about my problems. I would keep it all bottled in, and then like one day I would just explode, and I would just like, nobody ever expected that. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy to constantly be listening to other people and like not being able to share your problems and talk about your problems. Talk to some girlfriends about it. Talk to your sister about it, your mom, your brother, whoever you can find that's like a safe person. Even I've made some really good friends online, and I'm able to just like Skype them. I used to Skype my friends or like FaceTime them or text them and talk to them about things, because talking things out really does help. And if you can't find that person, it honestly really helps to journal. I started journaling recently. Look at I used to have so many bullet journals. Look at so cute. Journaling, honestly, as tacky as it sounds, journaling is so therapeutic. I love journaling. And if you ever have any problems, like there's something so special and so magical about just like writing down all your problems in your journal, and for some reason it just helps. Like for some reason, having all of my worries and my thoughts and like putting it on a piece of paper, like for some reason I don't have to worry about it anymore because it's on the piece of paper and I don't have to think about it anymore. I don't know what it is, but journaling really helps when I'm stressed out. It's like one of my favorite things to do when I have a lot of anxiety and I'm just very anxious about something, whether it's like coming up or like things that have happened. Like I journal everything. And if anyone found this journal, like I will be so embarrassed because this is like my whole life in it. Like I'll talk about the most random shit, like and like things that I've been embarrassed about, things that I've learned, things that I like, things that I don't like, things that I'm going through. I'll just journal it all. And like I feel like we all say that we're gonna journal, and then I'll journal one day and then I like won't look at my journal the rest of like the fucking year. But journaling really does help me, make me feel sane, because I feel a little insane sometimes when I'm not able to talk to people. Sometimes it'll be like 3 a.m. and I'm like, I can't sleep. I've taken like 5 hits of my fucking weed pen. I can't sleep. I keep overthinking. I'm anxious. And I'll just journal it all down in 5 to 10 minutes. And I just feel so good. And one thing that helped me is I'll set a 5 or 10 minute timer, and that's all that I'm allowed to journal. Only 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. I don't want to journal anymore. Only 5 to 10 minutes. And if you only set like a 5 to 10 minute timer, then you're like, it actually is not really that much work. Like I feel like in my head, I'm like, I don't really feel like it. Like I'm just gonna fall asleep, like, well, and then like I fall asleep anxious. But having that 5 to 10 minute timer, you're like, okay, you know what? It's actually only 5 minutes of my day. It's not that big of a deal. And having it in like your night routine, it made me feel a lot better and made me a lot less anxious. And then number 18, I said, don't be afraid to show your flaws and be able to laugh at yourself. I used to be so uptight, especially, oh my God, you guys, I have a Libra mom. My mom is a Libra. Do you guys know what that means? My mom is like, she cares so much about what other people think. Like we always have to have the perfect family. We have to like, I'm sorry, Mom, I love you so much. Like, this is just your Libra traits. I love you so much, but you're like this. I'm an Aquarius. And you know what's a fun fact is my whole family is air signs. I'm an Aquarius. My mom is a Libra. My dad is a Gemini, Taurus cusp. And then my brother and sister are Geminis. Scary. We're an air sign family. But my mom used to care so much about what other people think and like making sure that we look like the perfect family. And like for the longest time, like my mom and my dad weren't together, but we wouldn't say anything because we wanted to look like the perfect family. And I think it really translated onto me where I just wanted to always constantly look perfect. Do you guys remember in my like very early era of YouTube, like my yellow era especially, it was like the happiest place on the internet and I was always happy. And then one day I just fucking lost it. And like I remember, you know what? It was actually, I think I started talking to Nikki and she said something like, you know, you don't have to be positive all the time. You don't have to have your life together all the time. Like you're allowed to feel negativity and feel sad and be human, and you have to feel the negativity and you have to feel the sadness in order to be truly happy. Because I think, you know what I used to do? I feel like I used to like push down all of my sadness and push my emotions aside and be like, no, you know what? I'm just a naturally happy person. Like, this is just what I'm like. Like, I'm never sad. I'm never negative, like blah, 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 blah. But I was just suppressing. I would suppress and I would suppress and I would suppress until one day I just exploded and I didn't know who I was. And I was just so sad and I was so angry and it all just like came out at once. You're allowed to be sad and you're allowed to be happy and you're allowed to just laugh at yourself for being stupid and for being human. We all make mistakes, and I feel like the best way to just get over it is just by laughing at yourself and learning from it. And as long as you learn from it, and that's all that matters. Okay, number 19, abundance mindset. And this is when law of attraction comes in. I love law of attraction, anything manifestation. Give without expecting anything in return. Nowadays, it isn't what you know, it's about who you know. And we're talking about this. Be nice to everyone and manage your finances. And even with money, I felt like I made the most money when in my energy, I truly, genuinely believed that money flows to me easily, and no matter how much I give money, money comes back to me and it flows to me easily. And I feel like the more giving that you are and the more feeling of abundance that you have, I wish that I could go into more depth about this. I mean, I'm not telling you to donate all of your life savings, okay? But I'm just saying, like, what goes around comes around. And I feel like putting out good energy, helping other people makes me feel really good. And it makes other people feel really good to support you too. You know, everyone wants to root for the underdog and everyone wants to, help others, especially when others are down. Always truly, genuinely believing that you have abundance and whatever you need will come to you freely and easily. It's just like, it's a whole manifesting thing. But if you know it, you know it. If the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. I could do a whole podcast episode on that, but abundance. Always believing that you have abundance and just being nice to everyone, because you never know who could recommend you. It doesn't matter what school you went to. It doesn't matter what you know. It only matters who you know, who recommends you, who gives you a good word. All of these things mean more than any school, anything that you could ever do. And number 20, I put continue learning and growing. Try a new restaurant, walk by a nearby park that you've never went to, try a new Starbucks order, sign up for that online class, book a flight. You're never going to be 100% ready for anything. I think these things just make me feel more alive when, especially during the pandemic, do you guys remember, like, I feel like we were doing the same thing every day, and that's when everyone was so sad. Like, we were just staying at home, not like doing the same thing every day. And something that just makes me feel more alive and something that makes me feel excited to wake up in the morning is just trying new things. Whether that's like, I know I always go to Tim Hortons, but like trying a new coffee shop that's near you, that's so exciting. It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Going to a new park. I went to a new park near my house. Oh my God, it was like the best thing ever. I was like, oh my God, this place is like, it's been in my house this whole time and I had no idea. And it's so exhilarating to just like go to new places and try new things and do something out of routine. And I especially love doing this with my friends. I'm like, oh my God, there's this restaurant in Toronto. We've never even been to it. And it looks so fun. I found it on TikTok. Like, there's something so exciting about trying new things. And number 21, I put stand up straight, take up space, dress and look the part. So whatever you want to be in life, pretend that you already have it. I do this all the time. Like, oh my God, here's an example. Oh my God, this is such a funny story. Okay, guys, I don't recommend doing this because I am crazy and I just like to manifest, and I don't recommend it, but whatever, I'm going to say the story anyway. So my brother was invited to a film festival and I tried so hard. I was like, oh my God, like, please, can you put me on the red carpet? Because I just want my Getty fucking photos. I want my nice photos on the red carpet. Like, that's all that I want. So you know what I did? I pretended that I had my name on the list to get my red carpet photos. And I got dressed up. I did my makeup. I did my hair. I did everything that I would normally do if my name was on the list, which it wasn't, to be on the red carpet. And then I pulled up in my car. I was looking good. And then I go into the event. I go up to the red carpet person. I'm like, hey, like, my name should be on there. It's Adelaine, Morin. My manager reached out. And yeah, I'm like promoting this like film thing. And they're like, huh, that's so weird. We don't see you on the thing. And I'm like, okay, well, here's my Instagram. Like, I'm supposed to be on it. My manager reached out, like, fully pretending like I'm actually supposed to be on the red carpet. But in my bones, I felt and I convinced myself that I was gonna be on that red carpet. And it fucking worked! It fucking worked! She put me on the red carpet and I got my fucking Getty image photos and it fucking worked. Guys, pretending that you are something that you aren't, it works. It works. And asking for something, I tell my friends this all the time. I'm like, you might as well fucking ask for something, because the worst thing that they could do is say no. Like, I got ready and I did my hair and makeup and I got to the thing and they said that my name was on the list. And like, the worst thing that could have happened is them to be like, sorry, you're not on the list. I'm so sorry. You can't go on the red carpet. That's the worst thing that could have happened. And then like, yeah, like whatever, it would have hurt my ego for 5 minutes. But like, how do I put this in words? I would rather like ask for something and risk the ego boost of them saying no than just not asking at all and not ever going on the red carpet